Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus and Bundeswehr Bob play Hearts of Iron 3 Black Ice, whatever version we're running right now. So yeah, Bob's been spending his time just refitting his army from like baguettes to what's a stereotypical Russian food? Vodka.
Baguettes to borscht.
Baguettes to borscht. There you go. What's borscht? Like a soup, right?
Like a stew or soup.
Something like that? I don't fucking know.
And it's got a lot of vegetables in it.
And I've just been laying down the keels of multiple ships and patting myself on the back.
Which I'm pretty sure that the Allied fleets are still over there.
Yeah,
because they're not over here. They're not over here. I can promise you that.
Yeah. Well, some like one British guy walked into that Indian port I owned, so now that's not mine anymore. I got the little message, the UK is taking your province. That one in India. Okay. Infrastructure. So it's not too bad. You've definitely greatly improved the infrastructure leading up to the Soviet border. That's good. That's very good. One other thing you can do is...
Even the marshlands got some love.
Oh, yeah. What you can do is manually set up supply routes from port to port, and that can actually help the supply situation as well by, like, circumventing some of the land routes. Because there is a maximum amount of supplies that can be transported via a road. So, but I mean, that's only if there's a bottleneck somewhere. But it's something that to keep in mind for the future. So you can take to set up a supply route from Stettin to like Riga in Latvia. And, skip over some of the roads with ships. It's a viable strategy. Alright, so we got ports building, infrastructure popping. More infrastructure. Man, that's a lot of infrastructure. Mountain troops. Laid down, like, 8 destroyers. Landing craft convoys, transport planes, and a couple new carriers. That's good stuff. Part of me wants to send out my battle fleet again, and the other part is like, oh, but what if they hit me?
But what if they're waiting right there?
I'm going to redeploy them to Saigon to be a little bit more... to be a little closer to where I think the action is going to be. Where are my Stoogs? Have they moved yet? Oh, the Stoogs are pretty zippy. Fuck you, Canada! I probably could just cancel that one route to avoid this, but it's just supply ships. It's not a big deal.
Hashtag out of context, Ben.
Oh, shit. I got the Yamato. I forgot about that. An event popped that gave me the Yamato. So, yeah, you go to Saigon, too. And are you the pride of my fleet? You are the pride of my fleet. How prideful. Much pride. Very wild.
Just see Hirohito just like wandering around in front of these assembled admirals. Who has the best ship among you? Who can call themselves the pride of the fleet?
What's the pride of your fleet's got to be the Bismarck, right?
Dude.
How does it? I think it's just marked with a little star. Let's see. Yeah, the pride of the fleet has a star next to its name. Oh, the Siamese have stacked the border! Fuckers!
How dare they?
How dare they defend their own land? I do not approve, Bob. F. F, 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 F. I'm building more roads.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and put all these strategic bombers in one of these airfields that are protected by French partisans.
A good idea. I'm building lots of roads, like, along the coastlines just to try to, like, connect ports together. So that I have the option in the future. I'm sure I'm gonna get people shitting on me going, hey, you don't need a road there. I don't care. I'm not fighting on a giant front like Bob is. I don't necessarily need the vast numbers that he is producing.
All right, so strategically bomb London. Let's do this.
Oh, watch those carefully. They might get their asses blasted.
Do this at night.
That's a good idea.
We will cover southern England.
Personally, I think you should restart the Zeppelin program. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Now, can fighters do any sort of, like, escort? Is that a thing they can do? Well, ground attack, interdiction.
What you can do is mix fighters with your bombers, and they will serve as an escort that way if they're in the same unit. But then the maximum range would be whatever the range of the shortest plane is.
Well, that's okay. We're like right across the channel.
Yeah, that's the thing. So a lot of times, like if you actually need the range, like if you're bombing deep in the Soviet Union, like twin engine fighters are good escorts for strategic bombers because they have larger range, larger fuel tanks, and all that good stuff. You should also, I think you can research drop tanks, which help increase fighter range. The British are kicking the French's ass in North Africa despite being outnumbered and only fighting with, like, there's some real troops in there. There's some militia, but there's some real troops in there. Montgomery for the win. Oh, yes, that's a nice looking... That's a lot of people on the border. Very nice, very nice. I approve. Oh, I don't have any people up here. I think the tanks should be up there. How do I... Oh, no, not replace you. You're quite good at your job. Are you not... You're not attached to anybody, are you? No. 12 home gun. 11 home gun. 12 home gun. Okay. I see the issue here. I was doing stuff 2 weeks ago and forgot about it. That's definitely a problem. Alright, 12 home gun will be my tanks. I'm going to use those on the Soviets. So whatever the fuck I got versus the Soviets, whatever they got... I don't know, at this point they should have some T-34s. I got the Type 97 Chiha. That's what my tank is. No leader, that's not ideal.
Nah, I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Alright, so you can have those guys. Yeah, there was no corps commander. You're gonna go up here. Yes, build me infrastructure worthy of Mongolia. Ah, fucking A. Don't look at China, Bob. Whatever you do, don't look at China.
It's too late, I'm looking at it. There's developing a case of the chicken pox.
Yeah.
You got SARS.
Well,
is SARS a thing still?
I'm assuming it exists.
Like a scare, like when I was like I think it was just out of high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, oh my god, SARS! Oh no,
we're all gonna die.
Oh no! Thinking it's like all this like in China, the SARS. It's like, what's in fucking China? Like, what do I care?
You graduated 05, 06?
05.
Yeah, same as me. Yeah, it was. Well, I know from personal experience, working at Disney, a lot of the Chinese tourists tended to walk around with the masks on. But I mean, I don't blame them for that. Disney is just like a mixing pot of international germs. So I carried around hand sanitizer and like bathed in it constantly. So I can't blame them for that. Well, at least with, units spread out and whatnot, it's not that difficult to suppress these fuckers. Alright, so specialized light infantry, mixed support, pack artillery, recon.
Hitler dances a jig.
On his special train.
At 3:42 p.m., 12 minutes after the French arrive, we see Hitler stand up, salute stiffly, and then stride out to the drawing room, followed by Goering, Braukisch, Reiter, Hess, and Ribbentrop. The French, like figures of stone, remain. Is this supposed to be like the treaty or something?
I don't know.
Like, I puppeted those fucks like 6 months ago.
I have no idea, Bob. Do you guys have engineers?
The German band strikes up the two national anthems, Deutschland, Deutschland über alles, and the Hearst Vessel Song. The whole ceremony in which Hitler has reached a new pinnacle in his meteor career in Germany avenged the 1918 defeat is over in a quarter of an hour. This happened like 6-7 months ago. What do you like?
We just figured out about it, Bob. I think there's definitely some little issues here and there with Black Ice being a very railroad experience, and Bob just like, fuck your rails. Man, you really got a lot of SA up in Denmark there. Fuck those guys.
Just uppity, Danish people. Gotta keep them on a leash.
So you got a ton. It looks like you got a ton of troops in Lubeck right now. What are they hanging out for?
Those are my Marines that are
okay.
Getting on landing craft that may or may not go to England. I don't know.
Ooh, you're gonna see Lou from Lubeck. All right, let's go to 3 because nothing's really going on. Yeah, naval bases galore. Ah, yeah. Screw you, rebels. There's one province, Bob, that doesn't have enough infrastructure for me to move troops into, so I can never flop it back. I can never switch it back over.
Oh.
I can't build infrastructure there because it's not mine, and so on and so forth. Sad days. Mixed support. What could my mixed support go? Do you guys have room for support? You already got mixed support.
These are my long-range subs still that are popping out that are, like, not that long range. Yes, they are.
They should be able to make it to, like, America.
No, they can't.
Really?
I had trouble getting them just past the Azores. It's just like, nope, we're not going any further than this. Oh,
that's
okay.
Unfortunate.
They're like all finishing off the line now.
Where were they based from?
They're based out of like Emden and Wilhelmshaven.
Oh,
well, I can try it again here.
Rebase them to like the Bay of Biscay, like the French ports there.
We will give that a shot, though I am skeptical of whether they will be able to get there. All right, all three of you over there.
All right, one of my new carriers just popped off. A Shokaku class.
I suppose there's no like danger to having any of these guys out here if I want them to be, is there? Because all the Allied Navy is over in Asia saying "fuck you, Japan."
Yeah, that's a thing. All right, rebase to carrier.
You guys are in Brest. How far can you get here?
What did you say?
No, they cannot get. Well, does the organization have anything to do with their combat range?
No, shouldn't.
Yeah, I can't get to the coast of America.
What's if you click on the ship and scroll down its like list of information, you should be able to find its exact range in kilometers.
Range 3,240.
Okay, so that's how far it can go.
Which I can get to like the mid-Atlantic.
Oh, interesting. Soviet-Japanese neutrality pact. The pact is supposed to last for 5 years. Make the deal. Relations go up. Relations with Manchukuo, Soviet Union change. Relations with Mongolia. Or we have other plans for them. Oh, and Bulgaria is purchasing some production licenses.
They want those Japanese landing craft. Iraq is mobilizing.
Yeah. It was actually submarines. Bulgaria was buying production licenses for my submarines.
All right, long-range subs are going to go off and just raid in the middle of the Atlantic.
It's a good idea. All right, so I got 2 new carriers. They popped off. Just got to wait for them to get there. Let's see. We got a lot of extra carrier air groups from all those sunk aircraft carriers. So they're just kind of hanging around being land-based fighters for now.
So the Pride of the Fleet will have a star next to it?
Yes. When you click on a Navy and it shows you in the contextual menu the list of ships, the Pride of the Navy will have a star next to its icon.
Well, none of my surface ships are the Pride.
And I believe you can actually select it yourself. Sunk ships, I thought you could. I thought there was a way to make a ship the Pride of the Fleet. I don't remember, though. Maybe they have to be in the port? Let me check. Gotta go to my main Navy. Sunk ships? No, I guess...
Why are all of these submarines hanging out at home? You guys shouldn't be here.
I would imagine... It's gotta be one of your big capital ships. The Scharnhorst, Gneisenau, Tirpitz, or Bismarck. It's gotta be one of those big guys. Electronics, that's up here. Carrier crew training. Damage control training for carriers. That would have been useful earlier.
No damage control teams whatsoever. They're just...
Well, that's pretty spot on Japanese historical accuracy right there. Air battle in the Gulf of Tonkin. Yeah, that's why I got fighters everywhere, you fuckers.
Oh no, they're taking Corsica. Oh no.
Whatever will you do, Bob?
I don't
Corsica.
know. The linchpin of our entire defensive operation.
You're screwed.
I know.
I was about to say, where are you going to send your exiled emperors now, but that's Elba, I think. I don't remember where they put Napoleon. Naval Doctrine, Naval Doctrine! There it is. 43 tech is ahead. Air Group Doctrine, okay, good. Yes. If only the Yamato had been present during the battle. Oh, it wasn't even the Battle of Midway. It was like the Battle of the Western Ryukyu Sea or something like that. It always comes down to Ryukyu, doesn't it?
Oh, wait, are my aircraft not in the air again? God damn it.
I'm gonna send my Doomstack raiding. And I'm gonna see what the fuck happens.
Did it explode?
Kerplow!
Close air support, you should retask over to the Soviet front.
How are your strategic bombers doing?
That's a good question. How did I look that up again? It was there's an icon here, right?
It's the last one to the right below the menu, the actual game menu button. It's a little plane dropping some bombs.
Maybe they're not actually on maneuver here. What's going on? No, they've suffered damage, but it's not coming up as saying I've suffered damage.
Where are you going? Why are you going all the way to Okinawa? That's not what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be convoy. Oh, bombing. What's going on here? Oh, some British fuckers. They're around. Okay, that's a thing.
The fleet.
No, it was land-based bombers came after me. But I mean, I have like 5 aircraft carriers. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3. I got 6 aircraft carriers in this group now, so I was able to defend myself well.
I'm not sure if my bombers are actually doing anything. Or rather, there's no... Like, I'm in the strategic warfare overview, and it's zeros across the board for the entire conflict.
Well, you got to select, like, so you got to... It defaults to nobody being selected.
Oh, wait, here we go. Okay, all right.
So you got to select, like, the United Kingdom, and then say for, like, the last month or something like that.
So, I have received 157 damage... your entire conflict. I've received 310 damage. I have inflicted 392. Oh, this is bomber for bomber comparison. Okay.
All right, there we go. I think I figured out where those engineers
Oh,
were
wait,
supposed
no.
to be. Why are you stupid? I told my ships to go. Oh, you don't need to be there. I told my ships to raid, like convoy raid around Singapore, and they just went back to Okinawa. I don't know why they're going back to Okinawa for some reason. We left a couple of seamen back there. We got to pick them up. All right, but I did just upgrade my carrier air group, so that's gonna be nice. That means those planes will be getting upgrades soon. Not the best UI, but it's functional. Should probably take the transport ships off of this convoy too, because it's really slowing me down. Oh yeah, look at that. All right, so you guys cancel that. Just can't. Fuck you. All right. Go to Taiwan. Veteran unit, excellent. Aero engine research, better engines are good for me, so that means I can go to tech, and go to prototypes. Now I can upgrade my planes. Good. Naval bombers are good. I should probably get more naval bombers because, fuck me, the goddamn British fleet's definitely not in England.
Lol.
Alright, so yeah, so part of the problem I have with my fleet right now is that it's super slow because I accidentally have a transport that can only move 7 kilometers an hour attached to him. Alright, so now you should be able to go not you. Not you. Not you. You. 23 kilometers per hour. Much better. That's a much better. That's the proper speed for a fleet. I got all 10,000 of my Stugs assigned to the Soviet border.
Okay, so new plan. I'm just gonna go ahead and delete a whole bunch of this shit that I am just not using or don't need.
That's a good idea, because it just kind of gums up the works if you just leave it there, and it piles up and piles up and piles up.
Well, a lot of it is just like I don't need a whole bunch of these armored train. Like I don't need a Luftwaffe armored train that doesn't have wings, for fuck's sake. It's not going anywhere. These HQ defense attachments haven't really been of any good use at all. Remember, don't delete Hitler.
Don't delete Hitler or a special train. Toot toot.
You know, like I just gained like 50 manpower just like by going through and doing some of that. So I mean,
I don't know if you saw it, and I don't remember where it was, but I think it was in my Hearts of Iron Discord channel. Somebody posted a link to in Black Ice all of the units that can be airdropped, and it was very limited. There's only like 4 or 5 regiments that are available for paradrops. It was like paratroopers, HQ, I think maybe motorcycle recon, and a couple others. So if you're going to do paratroopers, it has to be very, very limited type of unit. Let's see how your subs do. Oh wow, your subs are fucking wrecking the place.
yes, they are.
I just popped up in the naval map mode. I was like, let's see how Bob's subs are. Oh, every single sea tile has a sunk ship icon on it.
Subs for days.
Just walk across the hulls. Oh, nice. Just got drop tanks.
I can walk from Iceland to Greenland to Scotland without getting his feet wet. Yeah, we're sinking convoys left and right for England here. So,
all right, production. I'm gonna put another.
What else is out
here? So we're gonna want.
Oh, it's adorable. Canada has units that are out there too, out in the Atlantic.
So cute. You know, I could build some more tanks. Special purpose. Oh, that's amphibious tanks. Oh fuck yeah, 10 of those. Amphibious tanks. Yeah, those are going for my Marines. Build. Build me amphibious tanks. Start. Division.
All right, I've made the Bismarck the pride of the fleet.
Oh, and I definitely messed something up too.
We lost a province to Belgium.
What?
Oh, it's just like it's in Africa. What do
I
I
was gonna
care?
say, is it next to the Congo? Because that's not really. It's just an extra stretch of jungle.
Our U-boat commanders are complaining about the English seemingly to know where the U-boats are. Convoy rate efficiency minus 10%. The British fleet isn't here. They're in Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
Sir, the British know where we are. Who cares? They can't sink you. There's no ships.
Here's my fleet. All right, so. Right.
Then I'll go into people's houses, wreck up the place.
Wreck off the place.
I actually saw on YouTube. I don't know if you see it. But there's like a 24/7 like Futurama stream going on.
Oh, there is. That's pretty awesome.
Yes.
All right, let's just promote you as high as it'll go. And then we'll send you guys. I'm gonna say just go to like Singapore and convoy raid with your planes. And if they try to doomstack you, you just doomstack them right back. Oh, production. Resource optimization. Yeah, that is some super important tech to get in there. Straight up bonuses to everything. Oh, I heard a kerplow. What was the kerplow? Oh, that was them sinking me. You let me know if you see anything. And, you know, we got planes and we got the Yamato and then all those other battleships we have. There's a few. Ha! Convoy raiding, bitches. Alright, so motor torpedo boats. I'm gonna send all of my weird stuff over here. Yeah, let's
Last
just...
flight of Rudolf Hess.
Oh, he bugged out to England?
He bugged out.
If anybody doesn't know what that is or who it is, you should definitely look him up. It's an interesting tale of World War II history.
Pick up more books at your local library.
If it's still there, if it's not just an abandoned building at this point. If you live in America, that's a pretty good chance that that's happened. God, I remember when I was a kid, we used to go to the library every week. Get new books and stuff. You could get VHS tapes too. Did you ever do that when you were a kid? Go to the library?
Yeah, every so often my mom would take us, my sisters and I.
Actually, I don't know why. Why somebody asked me the other day. It was like, "You and Bob live next to each other?" No. What makes you think that?
Well, I suppose it depends on what geographical unit you're using to
Are you
to define next to. I mean,
are you using kilometer, miles, or kerfuffles? Or possibly metric kerfuffles?
I mean, we're both located on the East Coast, unfortunately, but
Yeah. Bob doesn't like where he is. I don't like where I am. We got that in common.
no, there's a lot of stuff going on in Seattle that makes me a little leery to go back, though.
The what?
Well, there's Washington and Seattle have kind of always been known to be like a blue state and region.
Yeah.
Very much so, right? You know, which isn't necessarily a problem. There's a lot of kind of like the $15 an hour like now movement that's been going on in Seattle, and that's gotten a lot of traction there. And I think that they're just implementing that this year, to where if you work within like the city limits of Seattle, you have to your employer has to give you $15 an hour, I think, for that. And then they're also working on rent control.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm dubious of the success on those things. I don't know if it'll actually work out or not. I'm not an economist, you know, by any means, so I can't say yay or nay to it. I feel skeptical though, and it makes me fearful to return to the area for fear of economic stability.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. I tweeted at Spreadshirt, like, a week ago because their website just didn't
Tell them to get their shit in order.
I couldn't get their fucking website to work for the life of me, and they just got back to me. It's literally been like 8 or 9 days. And I actually figured out what the problem was on my own without their assistance. And it's just because their user interface sucks was the issue. But we are out of time, Bob.
Uh-huh.
So thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you've been enjoying. And if you know it's your philosophical bent, maybe visit one of our Patreon pages. Drop $1 or $2, help support the channel. That goes a long way, more than just a view. And we will see all of you guys next time.
See you later.